glorious Sunday for us, taking advantage of the National Fix League. And the game I really want to talk about is the Vikings and Packers game right before the debate between Tim Walz and J.D. Vance. Of course, Tim Walz is the governor in Minnesota, where the Vikings are, and J.D. Vance got picked as the VP nominee in Wisconsin, where the Packers are. And you might recall when we covered his pick, how many 40s there were in that ritual. That's part of the reason today the Vikings became 4-0 beating the Packers. But again, for years, pretty much a decade now, we've been showing how sports and politics are scripted together. They're literally scripted together. Again, the announcers in these games are always telling you couldn't have scripted it any better. So we're just going to run through the National Fix League and what they've done today. And we'll start right here with the face of the league, Patrick Mahomes, who has the same September 17th birthday as the NFL. And don't forget, the NFL was born the day the Constitution was born in history. Again, the NFL's birthday, September 17th, was the day the Constitution turned 133 years old. And remember, football equals 133, so does government, so does White House, so does presidents. Year after year, we're showing how the president is synced with these big sports leagues. It's more than just the NFL, but the National Fix League is, the biggest attraction for pro sports in America, obviously. But yeah, today, this Sunday, is the day. It's September 29th, 2024. It's the day leaving 93 days left in the year. They say the sun in the sky is 93 million miles away. And today, Patrick Mahomes, the face of the league, got his 93rd career win, regular season and postseason. And sure enough, some W will say, oh, I saw on the screen, they put up there, they got a 78th win. Yeah, that's in the regular season. And the 15 he has in the playoffs. Now, number 15 got his 15th win in the Super Bowl last year. He's now at 93 career wins. And where did he do it? He did it in LA. And it wasn't LA, Hollywood, right? And the Walk of Fame with all the stars all over. Again, they say people are made out of stardust. They call the biggest celebrity stars. So what a ritual for Mahomes. And keep in mind, the Mets kept the Brewers on 93 wins today. Mahomes' father finished his MLB career, if I'm not mistaken, with the New York Mets, got the win today, keeping the Brewers on 93. But, again, he was on that Mets team that lost to the Yankees in the World Series when the Yankees three-peated. There's something to think about. But yeah, let's just run through the scripted games today. The first game on the slate was the Falcons. Now, you remember when the Falcons gave up the 25-point lead on 2/5 Tom Brady, the worst Super Bowl script ever? I mean, pretty much every Super Bowl script for Tom Brady was the worst one there was. Like, who's believing this? I mean, this guy sucks. Actually, if NFL's really would never been the NFL with his 40-year-old dad body and no agility or speed, and yet somehow all day in the pocket every day. I mean, this National Fix League, 9/11 Patriot Act Patriots. But remember when the Falcons gave up the 25-point comeback on 2/5 in the 97 season, which was the 25th prime number of the year, they moved touchbacks 25 yards. Earlier this year, the Falcons upset the Eagles on the road, and they road teams 2-5 in prime time. And Gematria Falcons equals 25. They were the first game on the slate today, and we saw that if they won, home teams came into Sunday 24-25 for the year. They had a losing record by a game coming into today. The Falcons made it 25-25. Plus, Kirk Cousins got his 45th home win, and New Orleans equals 45. So there was that. The Rams-Bears game was tricky. It was hard to go against Stafford, who came in with 45 career road wins. Bears equals 45, but Chicago equals 46. A lot of 46 rituals in Chicago. Last week it was a ritual for the Colts to beat the Bears in a rematch of the Super Bowl 41 while Devin Hester was 41 years old. But like I said ago, this game was dangerous because you have the Heisman winner who's now the quarterback of the Bears, who went to USC, the LA school, and I said this could be a breakout game for him. And you gotta love though that the Rams lose with 18 points. Here, let me just put the Gematria up on the screen as we go through these things. You just pay attention to the National Fix League, just laugh your ass off the score of the week. Bears 18, right? And again, Matt Stafford stayed on 45 road wins. He had a shot at 46. Remember when the Bears won their only Super Bowl, they won it with the revolutionary 4-6 defense. They won 46-10. But yeah, Caleb Williams, gets a second NFL win. And like I told people, in that game, I like the running back for the Rams to score more than the game, and he did get his touchdown, Kyron Williams. Let me see what Caleb Williams box score. One passing touchdown. There's one man in our community who really likes Swift and Moore to score too. He's right on about that. Well done. All right, the Vikings and Packers. I mean, think about it, guys. It's right before the debate between Tim Walz and J.D. Vance, who got picked in Wisconsin, the youngest VP nominee since Teddy Roosevelt, who was shot in Wisconsin right after the big hoax with Trump on July 13th that you got to be a special kind of stupid to have fallen for. And look at this, guys. Look at the Gematria Tim Walz. See the 40? See the 40 again? If you're new here, these are the base ciphers of the English language. And this applies in college football, too. We knew 41 was going to be huge in college football this weekend. You might have saw Alabama beat Georgia with 41 points. Taylor DeBoer got his 41st win. It's because it was week 5, and there were 41s all over the place. That was synced up with Trump as well. That's another story. Anyway, Tim Walz equals 40. You know what else equals 40? We talked about it with J.D. Vance nominee. J.D. Vance 40. Remember Butler, the shooting on the 40th parallel. And remember, the state motto for Wisconsin is forward. Kamala Harris spent part of her life living in Wisconsin, and her motto was forward. So you had these 3 40s on this game. And the Vikings with a chance to become 4-0 in Wisconsin right before the debate. And look at the score, too. They stand out about that score by all the 60s we're talking about. It's the 60th election. Tim Walz is 60. Kamala's about to turn 60. 60 points. I mean, give me a break. Packers go down with 29 on the 29. That old football number. We called the Packers to lose with 29 in Sao Paulo, and there was a lot of reasons for it. But again, that's the power of this knowledge. I should have thought more about the score today. I put a whole lot of time in the score. Steelers and Colts. I was telling people that if Anthony Richardson, the 4th pick of the draft, wins, he's going to be 4-4. I wasn't crazy about this game, but the Steelers love 31, and they did fall to 3-1. And Anthony Richardson, the 4th pick of the draft last year in 2023, his NFL record is now 4-4 in week 4. And we love Jonathan Taylor to get in the end zone. He did that right at the beginning. The Broncos and the Jets. I thought the Broncos were going to score 12 points in this game. They scored 10. I knew they were going to have a low score. The Jets, the only team in the league that equals 9. No other team has that low of a value. The Jets only put up 9. But this one was, you see how Denver's 32 and Broncos is 32? We knew the Broncos had a shot today. Sean Payton came in 9-11 with the Broncos, played the Jets. Remember, the Jets won their only Super Bowl season. The same year 911 was made the National Emergency Dialing Code. The same year World Trade Center construction began. And New York Jets took out Drew Bledsoe. He gave us Tom Brady and the Patriots and Patriot Act at the time of the, or Tom Brady and the Patriots at the time of the Patriot Act. Tom Brady, though, man, he duped me today. So last week, the game that Tom Brady worked, both teams became 1-2 in the game that he was the commentator, kind of like 12, like he wore number 12. Had the Eagles won today, they would have been 12-12 versus the Buccaneers all time. But we didn't know that Mayfield was the wild card because he could either get his 12th regular season win with the Bucs or stay on 12 all-time wins with the Bucs to include the postseason. And it does remind me that Tom Brady had some nice words for Mayfield as he left the NFL. So Mayfield did get his 12th regular season win today with Brady winning the game. That was the game I was the most wrong about this week. But it's okay because I gave 3 locks today, and all 3 of the locks came in. And there were other games we liked that also came in. But the Bengals were one of the locks today. And we've been killing the Bengals this year because we had the Patriots upset the Bengals. Week 1, that was a huge problem. We had the Commanders upset the Bengals last week. And this week, finally, Zach Taylor had a narrative in his favor. So check this out. When the Patriots beat the Bengals earlier this year, you got Patriots equals 37 and New England equals 45. Zach Taylor became 37 and 45 all time by losing to New England in week 1. In his regular season record, He fell to 37 and 45 in the regular season. Last week it was his all-time record, including the postseason. You see how Commanders is 42 and Washington is 49. Last week he became 42 and 49 all-time, losing to the Commanders. And this week, his regular season record, he got his 38th regular season win. Panthers 38, and he got his 43rd all-time win. So 38th regular season win, 43rd all-time win. You guys remember when the Panthers were playing on primetime the day before Black Panther Part 2 came out, and they got their 115th career home win, exactly 115 weeks after Chadwick Boseman's death? You know all these numbers. I thought the Bengals were going to score 33 today, 101 points for the year, so they scored 34. We were off on the point. But they won 34-24. So that was a lot today, because Zach Taylor's record has been perfect. Another lot today was the Texans to beat the Jaguars, and Houston got to 3-1. Houston in 31. We love Christian Kirk to score in this game. He got his 31st career touchdown. That was a nice payout. And the reason that they were a lock is because look at Texans. See how it's 20 and 34? Trevor Lawrence fell to 20 and 34 in the regular season, and he got his 20th all-time road loss. So that was a lock. Yeah, we love it when it lines up in the win and the loss column. QB, coach, things of beauty. You gotta love that the Commanders won with 42 in Arizona. There wasn't a whole lot to go off in this game. Whatever the narrative was for this game, I couldn't find it. But Commanders 42, Arizona 42. Jaden Daniels is on a tear right now. He's upstaging Caleb Williams. But the only thing I can see is if the Cardinals won, it would have made a little bit of sense for an all-time home record versus Commanders. I don't like to pick games just based off the head-to-head record. That's usually very hit and miss. And if that was your lead today, it was misleading. So I told people that was more of a stay-away game. And Niners were the other lock of the day. There was no way that he was coming off 53 losses. Shanahan, Patriots 53, won Super Bowl 53. And we thought they'd give him a spanking, and they did. And remember what I said? I told you guys all before the season began that the Niners will either start this year 4-2 on Gavin Newsom's birthday, the 42nd mayor, or they'll start the year 6-0. They can't start the year 6-0. So they win their next two games. Shanahan would get his 75th all-time win if he won next week. Arizona Cardinals 75, and then he become 4-2 for the year versus Washington, the 42nd state on Gavin Newsom's birthday before they play on Kamala Harris's birthday versus the Chiefs. So those were the three locks. Niners, Texans, and Bengals were all lock city today. And again, you put them in a parlay, they got a nice value together. We favored the Raiders today. Favored the Raiders because there were two things in their favor. And it was this. It was the number 38. Deshaun Watson stayed on 38 wins, and Kevin Stefanski, the coach, stayed on 38 wins, losing to the Raiders. And they made that game a nail-biter like the National Fix League loves to do. They want to make sure you sit through all the truck commercials, all the beer commercials, all the chip commercials, all the commercials of shit you don't need. What you do need is the Patreon subscription. That's the one thing you do need. They should be advertising that on the National Fix League. We're allowed to put entertainment purposes only on the back of the ticket. You know that's never going to happen. You guys, we should get all the money the NFL does every week. If the American people were stupid as fuck, and that's the best way to put it. If they weren't a bunch of fucking retards, there's no other way to put it. They'd be tuned into what we're doing on Patreon instead of wasting their money on chips, beer, trucks they don't need, and instead of just like losing their money on overpriced shit, they'd be taking advantage of the National Fix League and putting away money for the mortgage. And like we said at the beginning, Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes got his 93rd career win on the day leaving 93 days left nearest Sunday when they say the sun is 93 million miles away and it's the nearest star. And he's in Hollywood, the land of stars. And if you guys missed it on Thursday, we had here for all you guys who left the same comments. Let me teach you how to look up stats, rookies. Again, sign up for the Patreon, rookies. Everyone was arguing the stats like we were wrong. We were wrong. We had the Cowboys to get their 35th road win against the Giants all time on 35 Thursday. How many times I got to teach you guys the same lessons? Thursday, 35. And we had CeeDee Lamb for his 35th all-time touchdown. And all the dummies in the comments were like, he doesn't have 35, he has 34. So these are regular season touchdowns where he has 34. You want to guess how many he has in the postseason? If you can do math and you're guessing one, your math is correct. See, one in the postseason, 34 in the regular season, 34 plus 1 is 35 for 35 Thursday for the plus 350 payout. Bam! So, yeah, it was another nice week full of nice player props. Justin Jefferson for the Vikings was surely scoring 105 days after his birthday in the 105th season. Yada, yada, yada. Justin Jefferson makes an amazing one-handed TD grab. It was destined. You gotta love Aaron Jones in the revenge game on the daily 93 days left here, dropping 93 yards on his carries. They couldn't have scripted it any better. How about Jaden Reed for 139 yards for Green Bay to lead all receivers? Green Bay 139. What's that big G for? Is it for Freemasonry? 139. Nation founded by a bunch of Masons. America 139. The Bavarian Illuminati. Infiltrated Freemasonry. Established right before this nation. 139. Founded by a Jesuit. Vince Lombardi, a Jesuit. Can you put it all together? 139. You know what I mean? So, again, another rock solid Sunday. And again, congrats to the winners. Alvin Kamara was lock city for his 59th career rushing touchdown in his hometown. Atlanta, Georgia 59. He's from Atlanta. Got his 59th career regular season rushing touchdown today. That one was coming in. They weren't going to mess around with that. The biggest disappointment today was that Godwin didn't score. I'm a little bit shocked that Godwin didn't score. His team won, but Godwin's from Philadelphia. It's his 215th day of his age. That's the Philly area code. That was my biggest disappointment today was that Godwin didn't score. Jabba Hubbard never got a Hubbard when it comes to the NFL. Hubbard do the National Fix League best. But hold on, Big Al has an interesting observation. Let me count that up. Home teams for the week. I know that home teams are 31 and 30 for the season, so pay attention where the 33 can land on Monday Night Football. About 33 at MNF. But hold on, home teams: Falcons 1, Bears 1, Packers lost 2-1, Jets lost 3-2. Like Denver Broncos 32, Denver Broncos 32, Broncos 32, Jets. Denver Chargers lost 6-2 like Twin Towers, game 0 tower before they game 1 first game for the Jets goes down in Vegas around 9/11. Israel is the Trump assassination hoax. All right. Buccaneers made it 4-2. Panthers made it 4-3. I can pay more attention to this. Panthers 43, like Zach Taylor got his 43rd win. Maybe there was something to this prediction. Texans made it 5-3. Cardinals made it 5-4. I think the Redskins just made it 4 that game. Niners made it 6-4. 49ers made it 6-4. Raiders made it 7-4.
We loved each other once. It's those days like anything at all.
I would bring up Paris if I were you. It's poor salesmanship.
Chargers made it 7-5 for the day.
I believe in what you told me.
Say
anything now to get what you want.
59 days after the last Super Bowl. And look how they get O.J. Simpson right for the 105th season, right? Simpson 105. So yeah, that's quite interesting. Home teams are 7-6 for the week coming into the Bills-Ravens game. Very interesting. I think about that one a little bit more. Okay. Shout out to Open Up always with the generosity. Big Zach turned 5 and 288 today. Just another day in the park for Open Up. I think he's been averaging about that each week this year. Boom. plus 567 odds. And that's exactly what we teach there, how to turn a $5 bill into a big bill. He's been turning a $5 bill into a few big bills almost every week this season so far. Well done, Open Up. All right. Anybody else want to add anything about the National Fix League? If you want to hop on and give me your favorite, they couldn't have scripted it any better moments, I'll drop the link in the chat. For the Open Ups out there that always have great eyes and observations, get some community feedback. Comedian J. Scott, refresh your at. Oh, you're I thought the word comedian. I thought somebody must be dead. Let's see. No bad. I appreciate it. I used to have one with a curve bill. I'm more of a curve bill guy. I know this flat bill stuff is more the modern era, but anyway, I just wear for the words up here. Truth matters, and that's all we do on this channel. And it's just like the 90s with Jack Nicholson. A lot of people can't handle the truth. Can't admit that they've been fooled. It's that Mark Twain quote. It's easier to fool somebody than convince that they've been fooled. All right. Yeah, you guys missed it. I mean, before the season, before college football started, I said look for the Rock's Miami Hurricanes to start the year 5-0 before they go to Cal in his hometown. The Rock played for the Miami Hurricanes. So you see how they're 5-0 now, Miami. Crazy finish to that game, though. I gotta get on that. But San Francisco has that 50 connection, also that 76 connection, like OJ did at 76 from San Francisco. Like how the Bills are 7-6 versus the 49ers right now all time when those two teams are the teams OJ played for. San Francisco also on 122nd rating. The Niners usually 5-0 rules. So again, I said before the season began, I said look for Miami to be 5-0 when they go to San Francisco to play Cal in tribute to the Rock, who's 52 years old this year. And with that prediction, I said look for a major hurricane around the same time that happens through Florida. And look at this, you guys. Look at it. Again, Hurricane 52. Again, you guys can read the Vice News article about me from 2017, making fun of what I talk about hurricanes in 52 and Rick Sports. But Hurricane 52, you see how Hurricane's also 97? Hurricane Helene formed September 25th, the anniversary of JFK's weather control speech. The day leaving 97 days left in the year. And the hurricane formed exactly 146 days after the Rock's May 2nd birthday, the day he turned 52. And look at Hurricane Helene. When you run the alphabetical order forwards, it's 146. It became a Category 4 right as NFL Week 4 kicked off. Hurricane Helene formed on 25/9, like when you run it in reverse, it's 25/9. Hurricane Helene equals 83 like football. It formed 83 days before the Pope's birthday. Remember, Pope equals 52 like Earth, like Enlil, like flood. Again, the Babylonian god of flooding is Enlil. See how Enlil is also 83 in reverse like flood, like Earth? You see these things? 83 days before the Pope's birthday, the first act of weather warfare admitted to in 1952 on the Jesuit order's birthday. The Jesuits run all these things. It's how they're all scripted together. Again, they're a military order. They're technologically advanced. They come from the times of Rome. What they're carrying on goes all the way back to Babylon, the time of Enlil. So, yeah, again, I mean, we continue to put out the most amazing predictions ever. We're not just showing you how the election's rigged and the sports are rigged. We're showing you how the weather's rigged, undeniably. And here, if you need to see it with your own eyes, again, for my douchebag troll, if you're not one of the casualties from Hurricane Helene, because I know you live out in Florida, hopefully it wiped your ass into the Atlantic. But you screen record everything, and your sorry ass could upload the video, because you keep track of everything, of my exact prediction of 5-0 in the hurricane. And you should put that up on your channel. But the problem is you are a DICKSUCKINGFAG. And you guys see how the Rock's scored in 72, and there were 72 points in that Miami game? But look at this. May 2nd to the day the hurricane formed, September 25th. Again, that was the anniversary of JFK's weather control speech, 146 days. You know? Again, that Lombardi trophy, that's named after a Jesuit. The calendar we're on that says that day was September 25th, that came from the Jesuits. The English language came from the Catholic Church, standardized with the spellings and 26-letter alphabet used today by the Jesuits. Hurricane Helene, hurricane. You know what I mean? And the only value of Helene I didn't say anything about was the 79 in that same cipher, Society of Jesus, the formal title of the Jesuits. So, and you know, I mean, just the Society of Jesus, they made the qualifying wind speed for a hurricane 74 miles per hour. Jesus is 74, like cross, like Messiah, like gospel, like parables, like energy. You know, like English, like gematria, energy. That's what they use to manipulate and create the storm. Sophisticated technology. And again, the problem is because we have a nation of people just glued to bullshit like rig sports. They don't know anything about anything. Those who don't know the history are doomed to repeat it. Again, JFK gave a speech about weather control September 25th, 1961, about it being an emerging technology. That was in 61. That was 9 years after the Royal Air Force admitted to their weather warfare experiment that got out of hand and killed 30-some people in the Lynmouth flood on August 15, 1952. Then you have the admission by the U.S. military that they used weather warfare on the Vietnamese troops in the 60s. And then you got a society go like, weather warfare, that must be some kooky online internet conspiracy theory. Oh, I gotta watch the game. So, anyway. Let's bring on Eloine, straight from Genesis. What's up?
Yo, Zach, can you hear me?
Yeah, let me make sure that you're not echoing. Yeah, you're good. What's up?
No, so, the Chiefs just became 4-0. So,
Background noise. You got too much stuff going on in the background.
can you hear me?
Yeah, but your background's louder than you are.
Yeah, hold on. Hold on. Hey, give me one. Hello? Can you hear me?
Oh, hello.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
That's better.
Yeah, so the Chiefs just became 4-0. So, last year they became 4-1 again. The team that was hosting the Super Bowl. Next week they can become 4-1. Or they can fall to 4-1 against the team that's hosting the Super Bowl.
Yeah. We'll see if they do it again.
Yeah. And I think you're right. The 49ers should win their next two. And become 4-2 on the Brothers.
All right, man. Well, I appreciate it.
Yep.
All right. Okay. I hit the wrong button and dropped the screen. Okay. If nobody else wants to jump on, we can end it right there. But yeah, just another nice week taking advantage of the National Fixed League, patting the pockets, and I don't know why the rest of you guys don't want to join in. Is it because some book printed from Rome told you that it is bad to gamble? Why do you let books printed from Rome tell you what your morals should be? What's wrong with taking advantage of a rigged system? Why do you let printed books from Rome control your thinking? Rome might have printed that book because they knew someday they'd get found out and taken advantage of. They didn't want smart people to come, beat them at their own game. That's the way I see it. No, but in all seriousness, a lot of people just can't control themselves, and they have no discipline, and they bet way too much, and they do destroy themselves. So, I understand the downside of gambling. I've met the people who literally gambled away their house, and that's not what I teach people to do, though. I teach people to just, open up. I teach them how to turn the $5 bill into the big bill and not waste your money on stupid stuff. You don't need junk food. You don't need overpriced coffees. You definitely don't need donuts in the morning, or pancakes, or syrup, or all this shit that most people put in their mouth. Look at you guys, that's what's wrong with this nation. Look at the stuff that people are eating in the morning. You don't think that's the most important thing of the day, the first thing you put in your mouth? All this sugary shit. This is why people are obese and have diabetes and ADHD and can't focus or think. Their body's running on, empty carbs and high fructose corn syrup. It's like they got a sugary donut and then they got a coffee full of sugar and cream with some artificial flavoring. Are you trying to die early? Cut all that out. That's a waste of your money and you're taking years off your life. Learn to fast in the morning. That's what you really should do. That's why the word is breakfast. Break fast. Because the longest fasting period for almost everybody is the time that they sleep. So normally when you eat, you're breaking your fast, but really what most people need to do is just fast, into the afternoon, not even eat in the morning time. Learn to get on that schedule. Your body will actually like it. And it's an adjustment. If you're not used to that, at first it'll be torture because your body's trained to get in all the junk food in the morning. But once you learn to get past it, have your first meal be lunch. Have a nice long fast each day. The thing is, when you fast for a long time each day, what your body does, because your body starts getting hungry, but then what it does is it starts looking for things to eat inside your body, and your body's smart. It starts looking for things that shouldn't be there. It's like, I'm going to eat that. That might be the beginning of a tumor. That might be the beginning of some cancer. That's really how it works. And here's the proof that that's how your body works. Here, the most cancer-causing thing that you can consume is sugar. And that's why our government subsidizes sugar and high fructose corn syrup more than anything else, because they want us sick and ill, because there's big money in big pharma treating all that disease and illness that you're putting into your mouth, usually starting the most with breakfast. But again, here's the proof that that's the way it works. The population in the world that eats the most sugar is actually the Islamic population in the Middle East. But here's the weird thing. they have the very lowest cancer rates in the whole world. And you know why that is? Because they spend the most time out of anybody fasting because of their spiritual beliefs. So the fasting offsets the cancer-causing sugar overconsumption that's also a part of their culture. So imagine if you're not doing that and you're fasting. It's like a double bonus. So yeah, that's what we teach over here. Common sense, how to take care of yourself, how to be smart with your money, and again, how to multiply the $5 bill into the 100, the 200, the 300. We had one guy this year, week 2, a guy turned $1 into $870. We really smoked week 2. Week 2, we really smoked it. So anyway, yeah, indeed, Jonathan Taylor, he was Lock City. So yeah, well, once again, congrats to the winners. For all you guys who sit on the sidelines with your hands under your bottom, who can't admit what's what. Truth matters, and so does ignorance. Ignorance matters in the sense that it's not doing anything positive for you. Continuing to waste your energy in the National Fixed League, I mean, that's not doing anything for you. Making you fatter and dumber. That's about it. It's not doing anything positive for you. That's the right way to phrase it. So, the one guy whose handle is, yeah, in a way, this is kind of deserved. And we don't know if he's still existing, but yeah, the troll out there who screen records everything and chops up my videos like a politician and tries to make it look like when we have good weeks, we had a bad week, just a total piece of shit. Your handle is funny. And he is one guy that does deserve to get doxxed, so. Yeah, little Lispy out there. Hopefully he's in the Atlantic, swimming with the fishes. All right, I dropped the link one more time in case anybody wants to share something. If not, we'll wrap this thing up. And yes, indeed, Mr. Boston, congrats to the winners. So. Open up, see? Open up. He's just killing it. He's taking care of. It's the most Tuesday, huh? Italian pecker.